Good evening, Lake Orion. I'm your host. Well, one of your hosts. Well, we're here with Between Taorminas, and I am with Ian.
Hey! Yeah. How about that theme music?
I know.
Makes you want to get down, huh?
It does.
We could do that. We could do that. You doing all right?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. You know why I'm good?
Why?
This cat's not here.
Yeah, I know.
It's like a little miniature break, you know, like a little mini vacation.
Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Sometimes you can be a little much
Yeah.
to handle.
I don't know.
Well, listen, let's get down to business. Let's talk sports.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, it's there's a lot of feedback. There goes the feedback. It's gone.
Yeah.
We're good. The NBA playoffs are happening right now, and after Game 1, you know, San Antonio went into Miami, took Game 1, kind of a back and forth affair all night. But Game 2 was not. The Heat showed their dominance in the second half. Tell me what your thoughts about that were.
Well, the Heat's dominance in Game 2 was impressive, but if you look at it at the end of the day, San Antonio took the game they needed to have, which was Game 1.
They got one.
They got one. That's the most important thing.
Correct me if I'm wrong
Tony
here.
Parker was amazing in Game 1.
Right. He was not in Game 2.
No.
But that's okay. Is it 2-3-2? Is that the format
Yes.
here? Okay. So hey, they can still go home and win this thing.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But
do you see that happening?
To be honest, I can see it happen because
3-game sweep of the Heat?
yes, because I think San Antonio is a very good home team. Now Miami's a good road team, but I think San Antonio needs to win these 3 games. I think it's very critical that they win these 3 games because you look at it, I don't think they can go into Miami and win another game.
Really?
Yes. I think that Miami's too good at home. I think with the fan support that Miami has, it's ridiculous. And I also think that San Antonio, though San Antonio's been there,
Right.
I just think that they'd prefer to win it at home in front of their own fans.
Of course they'd prefer that. You know, I don't think I can see Miami losing 3 in a row.
They could.
With that talent, LeBron James, you know, he's a guy who, since he's been in the league, has been there almost every year now. You know what I mean?
It seems like it, a lot of it politics, but I think that you know, you got to give LeBron his credit where credit's due. He's been, you know, Miami, to be honest with you, they haven't been the big 3 this year.
No.
They've really been, LeBron's been carrying that team. I talked about a few weeks ago where I talked about Miami's not Wade's team anymore. It's LeBron's team, and I think that's concerning. I think that there's some chemistry issues there. I mean, LeBron's a dominant figure, just like he was in Cleveland. What do you think it really says about Dwayne Wade?
About Dwayne Wade?
Well, yeah, he's supposed to be the leader, isn't he?
He's getting old. He's injured. He doesn't have that drive that LeBron has, you know, because, you know, he doesn't have the expectation LeBron has. It's just different players, different mindsets.
Yeah, they're 2 different players, but I mean, you look at Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland was LeBron's team.
Right.
Miami, Dwayne Wade's team.
Sure.
Now they're both together in Miami. It seems to be LeBron's team.
I think Dwayne knows, though, that LeBron is the better player. He's got the bigger following, and the spotlight's
Well, are
going
you
to be a
saying
little
anything
brighter.
about Maverick Carter? You think Maverick Carter has a lot to do with that? LeBron's agent?
No. Maybe.
He's got influence.
LeBron's an interesting character because if you remember,
The Decision!
well, there's that, but
Awful.
he's been having his games aired on ESPN since he was in high school.
That's true.
So that following has been there since he was, you know, 15 or 16. That expectation has been there, whereas Dwayne Wade, not the same. You know, and it took LeBron a lot longer to get the championship ring. than did Dwayne Wade.
That's true.
You know, he won back in 06.
Mm-hmm.
That pressure was off him. But is it just me, or is LeBron getting less annoying? Did you feel like when he was with the Cavaliers and when the decision came out, like I felt like the man was the scum of the earth. But now, I don't like him, but I don't hate him like I used to.
I think a lot of it depends on where you sit in terms of Cleveland. I think they're beginning to settle down a little bit towards LeBron.
Especially because he might be going back.
I think that LeBron has, you know, when you get older, you mature more.
Sure.
And I think that LeBron's getting older. I think that he's showing a little bit more maturity.
Right.
Do I think that he's still, you know, he's still going to parties, he's still going to clubs, he's still, you know, preferring his friends over everybody else.
His children?
Well, he's got children now, which is very important to him.
Yeah.
And, you know, that he's kind of starting to settle down a little bit. But I would say once he gets the club and partying life out, then he'll be fine.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you still got to have fun, though.
Oh, I know that.
All right. So you think the Spurs need to win these 3 games? Do you think they will?
I think they will. I really do.
You think Spurs 4, Heat 1?
I think Tim Duncan is the best power forward in the game.
Right.
I think Tony Parker is the best guard in the game.
Really?
I think you don't count out Manu Ginobili.
Yeah.
Danny Green did very well in Game 2 for the Spurs. So, I mean, it was one of those good things that San Antonio had some good things.
Right.
But when you have a situation where Tracy McGrady comes in the game, then it's game over.
Yeah.
It really is.
Okay. And then, you know, as much as I don't like the guy, but Greg Popovich, you got to give it to him.
Oh, I know. Greg Popovich, I said this before. Greg Popovich, I think, is the best coach in the business right now.
I can
The
agree
way
with
that he is coached that team. San Antonio, when you talk consistency, San Antonio is the most consistent team in the NBA in terms of consistency of greatness. And Greg Kampe said this quote, consistency is the hallmark of greatness.
Right.
And San Antonio personifies that.
And that, you know, the Spurs just remind me of another team. What are they called? Oh, yeah, the Detroit Red Wings. Just consistently great year after year from top to bottom.
Well, the difference is the Red Wings struggled this year. They did.
They made the playoffs.
They did.
They beat the second-seeded Ducks. They should have beaten Chicago, and they should have beat up on the Kings, but we can't talk in hypothetics because that wasn't reality. Let's move on to hockey, though. Okay, and did you see the Bruins sweeping the Penguins?
Impressive.
I mean, did you see that happening?
Very impressive.
I
did not see that coming.
Did anybody?
I did not see that coming. I mean, Sammy did call Boston to win the series in, I think, 5 games. But I think that I did not see Boston sweeping Pittsburgh. And Pittsburgh only scored 2 goals.
Right.
That is very impressive defense by Boston. You got to give them credit. That defense, and one thing that they played, that they brought back, old school hockey.
Yeah.
Physical, team-oriented style of hockey. You talk about Sidney Crosby complaining about Boston being too physical enough. Well, he needs to grow, I'm not going to go in there, but,
grow some chest
he
hair?
needs to grow some, But, he needs to be a man and say, you know what? Pittsburgh had their best team this year, but Boston was certainly the better team.
I think that was just a really bad matchup for the Penguins.
Oh, I agree.
With Boston's tough style, and then Penguins are all finesse. They're all star power. And not much of a team-oriented,
And I think if you look at the Eastern Conference as a whole, that's what it is: finesse, individualized.
Well, I don't know. It's interesting because you got teams like Boston.
Right.
You got teams like the Flyers. The Flyers are heavy hitters too.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So I think it'll be interesting to see hockey next year. Okay, as different teams are moving around. Okay, real quick, Chicago-Boston old-time matchup. Who do you got in that? Call your shot now.
I'm gonna say
You've
Chicago
been pretty good.
in 6.
You've been close. Chicago in 6. Chicago killed the Kings. Boston killed the Penguins. Give me Boston in 7. Give me Boston in 7. I hate to say it because I hate both teams. I don't like either city. I don't like their fans. I'm sure they're beautiful cities. Chicago is.
Right.
Never been to Boston. Pat Ronan won't let me go there. He's the mayor of that town.
I know.
Yeah. All right, well, when we come back, we're going to discuss another Boston team getting another high-profile player. Stay tuned to Between Taorminas.
3 students were in the hospital this past weekend.
2 honor roll students were hospitalized last night.
5 local students lost their college scholarships last night.
Another local high school student has passed away.
Another 3 dead.
Claimed the life of another local teenager.
The cause?
Alcohol.
Alcohol. I don't want to be another number.
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 I don't want to be just another number.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas here on Orion Neighborhood Television. And Antonio, there's a certain circus that just won't leave town.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
News today broke that Timothy Arthur Tebow is going to replace Tom Brady as the quarterback of the Patriots. Just kidding. He's not going to replace Tom Brady, but they signed Tim Tebow. The New England Patriots signed Tim Tebow. Initial thoughts, I want one word that describes your thoughts.
Shock.
Shock. I can see that.
Shock.
Yeah.
Why does New England need another quarterback?
That begs the question. Is he going to
They
play
have
quarterback?
Tom Brady.
He's not. Tim Tebow will not play quarterback.
He will not play quarterback.
Where are they going to play him?
Running back?
Running back? What about all the Rob Gronkowski injuries? Do you think he has a role as tight end? Could you see that?
Depends.
The man's obviously a football player.
He's a football player. Yeah, he's big.
He's big. He's powerful.
He's big, but I mean, he shouldn't be a quarterback.
No.
I mean, you put Tom Brady as one of the best in the business, probably maybe the best in the business.
Yeah.
In terms of quarterback, and you have, and Tim Tebow's the backup QB.
No. Don't they have Ryan Mallett?
I think they do.
Okay.
Where does he fit in?
Let me pose a question for you. Tom Brady, as you just said, is one of the best in the business. He takes no-name people and he makes them into decent receivers, right? Can Tom Brady make Tim Tebow into a decent tight end?
I think he's more than capable of doing it, yes.
Yeah.
But I'm very curious to see what they do with Tim Tebow here.
Right.
I mean, that's one of those things where it's like, you don't know.
I'm going to tell you what. You never know what Bill Belichick's thinking.
No.
The guy's a nut.
Well, I know that. But
yeah.
I mean,
it works, though.
I know, but his style is his style. But, I mean, Tim Tebow in New England.
What are all those Jets fans going to do that bought Tim Tebow jerseys? Now their man is on their arch rival, the Patriots.
They're going to burn those jerseys. I know that for sure.
I can see that happening.
Yeah, they're going to burn those jerseys in New York.
Yeah.
They're going to definitely
burn jerseys in New York.
Yeah, they're going to burn jerseys.
Won't be the first time they did that.
I know.
Yeah.
Then they didn't. I'm trying to remember who they did that for. They didn't do it for Revis.
Wayne Gretzky.
Oh, yeah.
No, I have no idea.
No, they didn't burn Gretzky. Wait. Might have.
Maybe.
I
don't think anybody ever burned a Gretzky
But
jersey.
nonetheless, Tebow going to New England.
Wild.
That's crazy.
I'm going to tell you what you're going to want to avoid for the next, 7 months.
Pat Ronan.
Well, that's a given.
Yeah.
ESPN.
Oh, good point. Oh,
high-profile man, high-profile team. Bristol, Connecticut is really close to Foxborough. Mm-hmm. Nice short little drive north. Mm-hmm. Or one direction, I don't know.
Other than, and we're going to have to hear it from our loving director, who's in exile as we speak.
Do we have a director? Where's he been?
I don't know.
He's
been in Colorado.
Where's your brother? Did we ever get to that? No. I think we're going live to your brother in a bit, aren't we?
Yeah, we probably will be.
He's stretching out his hammies right now.
Yeah, right now.
All right, so there's that. Anything else you want to say about Tim Tebow?
Hello, New England. Let's see how you do.
Okay. Ugh.
Let's discuss the next topic, the Tigers.
That's much better.
Mm-hmm. The Tigers, 5.5 up on Cleveland. Mm-hmm. Big series against Kansas City. Mm-hmm. At Kansas City.
Starts
then
tonight.
At Minnesota.
Right.
Those are 2 big series. We talk about Kansas City surging right now. They've won 5 in a row. What do you think?
What do I think?
Yeah.
It's early. Royals can be a pain to the Tigers.
Yeah.
But I really want to see the biggest problem for me with the Tigers this year has been their road game. They're under 500 on the road. And if they want to impose their will, no better time to do it than now against division opponents like the stupid Royals and the Twinkies. So what do I want to happen? I want to see him go 4-2.
That'd be a good goal.
I want to see him impose their will. And, Eric Hosmer, what's he batting? 200? Maybe? I don't know. He's a first baseman. You can't have a first baseman hitting like him.
You notice the Royals are putting in their best pitchers, but so are the Tigers.
Well, it's just how they fall.
Right.
On the Tigers, who's not their best pitcher? Do the other teams ever get a day off with this lineup?
No.
No. It's a great staff. And Jose Alvarez yesterday
Very
came up,
impressive.
took a no-hitter into the fifth when your favorite player took him deep.
Your favorite player?
No,
He's your favorite player. You love him. Oh, yeah, he's his favorite player.
Ryan Rayburn.
Yeah, he talked about him quite a bit.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, Tigers leading the division 5.5. But there is a concern, the bullpen.
Sure, that is always a concern. It's going to be a concern.
Valverde gives you heart attacks.
Yes, and he's been getting worse.
Yeah.
He started off pretty good. His first 12 or so innings were great. Right? But then 2 home runs on Friday. The meltdown in Baltimore. I'll be happy when this saga's over. Okay? I'll be happy when he's gone. For good. I don't want to see him back. But Dave Dombrowski's got till the end of July to find another closer. And I fully trust he will. Right?
Who knows? What if he sticks with Valverde?
Then
it could happen.
Then I will play.
Ian, it could happen.
Have you ever heard of a song called Panic in Detroit by David Bowie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We'll be playing that one.
Okay.
In August and September and October. Because there's no way. There's no way. There's no way, Anthony.
Do you think that the Tigers will win the Central right now the way that they've been playing? Or is that not even a question?
That's not even a question, my friend.
That's not even a question.
That's not even a question. Do you think they will?
Yes, I do.
By how many games? I'm going to set the over-under at 12.5.
I think it's going to be more like 9 games.
9?
9 games.
Okay. Right now they have the second largest division lead.
That's true.
Okay. The Royals stink. The Twins stink.
Yep.
The White Sox stink.
Indians.
They're gonna be better. They're struggling right now, but
they're playing the tougher teams right now. They're playing some really tough teams. They're playing at Texas.
It doesn't help that they're all cold. Swisher can't get a hit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And Francona's getting tossed out every game.
Not quite. Not quite every game.
He's getting there.
Oh, all right. Anything else you want to say about the Tigers? What else you got in your mind about them?
Victor Martinez is doing well, very, very well right now. Johnny Peralta could be going bye-bye for a while.
Easy.
I know.
Easy.
I know, but we have to bring it up.
If you were to look at all major leaguers and you were asked which one of these guys is taking roids, would you ever in a million years say Johnny?
No.
The Cat Peralta?
No.
Look at him.
I know.
He doesn't look like he's roided up.
No.
So let's hope he's not.
Right.
Right?
Right.
That being said, he is batting almost 340.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay, so, well, that's, I think, going to conclude our Tiger Talk for the day, for the week. Yeah. We'll see where they're at next week.
With Sammy.
With Sammy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going live to Sammy here in a bit. So after the break, stay tuned for Sammy Taormina live via our satellite system here on Between Taorminas.
Hey, this is Mickey York from Fox Sports Detroit. When I want to get the inside scoop on local sports, I watch Between Taorminas or Fox Sports Detroit.
We own a Habitat home.
I love working on my Habitat home.
Soy dueño de una casa de Habitat.
My neighbor is a Habitat homeowner.
Being a Habitat homeowner has changed our lives.
My mortgage payment for Habitat is less than what I pay for rent.
Habitat for Humanity of Oakland County currently has homes available with mortgage payments lower than most rent payments. If you or someone you know needs decent and affordable housing, call 248-338-1843 or visit our website at habitatoakland.org.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas, where there's nothing like a double dose of Habitat for Humanity.
Right. I agree.
All right. Well, Well, cue up the satellite, right?
Yeah, let's
get the
cue
signal
up the
going.
satellite. Get this thing going.
Sammy Taormina is live on location somewhere that's undisclosed, and we're going to go to him now via our satellite.
Good evening, Lake Orion. I'm Sammy Taormina. Now, you wonder where I'm at today? I'm in training for my dance-off competition against Dennis James. Now, why you ask I'm not there? It's simple. I'm in training. I'm getting my body in the shape, getting my groove on, ready to dance off with Dennis James, and heck, even being the fan, of course, of the great mysterious Fandango. Now, why Dennis James? Because he has a show called Dance O'Roddy. It's a show it's a good show, but there's some moves I question. Why in the world do you make a fool of yourself while dancing? I can't believe it. Why? Well, we'll see what happens there when I beat you in a dance-off. Anyway, to my three co-hosts. First off, Pat Ronan, wherever you are, from the cold rains of Colorado to southern Oakland County, I just don't get you at times. You know, beating you at Caseville was so easy. You know, I'm not afraid to do it again in miniature golf to you. Now for my little brother, Anthony Taormina. Of course, we all know he's a big fan of the Colorado Avalanche. But we all know the Avalanche has been sinking down the ship. And you hired Patrick Waugh. You hired Joe Sakic. Good moves, I applaud you. But they will not beat the Dallas Stars. And also, I think it was a fluke that you beat me this year. That will never, ever happen again. And finally, my last one is Ian Weatherspoon. Ian Weatherspoon. You know, I enjoyed sweeping you in shot this year in the boys. You know, and then getting my revenge in the girls at the city meet. But I also enjoy beating you in a sport called miniature golf. And of course, I talked to so many people about your golf game. I don't know if you can beat my whole family in a putt-putt game. If you ever rematch Katie, I don't think you beat her either. Ian, I can't explain. Good host, but sometimes your sports mind is a little bleak. Now, as for the sports world this week, of course, let's look at the Tigers. The Tigers are 5.5 up on Cleveland. But let's remember, the Oakland Athletics were down by 7.5 in the American League West to the Texas Rangers. Oakland caught them on that Saturday. Now, Texas and Oakland are battling for the AL West. But it's only June. You know, we got a long way to go. I understand that. But if the Tigers think the AL Central is safe, I don't think so. The Stanley Cup Finals. I still say Boston in 6. They will beat Chicago. Chicago is the most overrated team in the league, in my opinion. They don't deserve to be in the Stanley Cup Finals. I think that, but they are where they are at right now. The NBA Finals, I still think it's over in 5. I think the San Antonio Spurs will win the NBA title in 5 games. So that's my sports take. And then my call-outs. I have 2 call-outs. First one I want to call out is the daddy of newly drafty Lake Orion baseball, or Nick Deeg, Greg Deeg. Greg Deeg. What? Let's look at it here, buddy. Let's look at it here. You go on a Carnival cruise ship, and then you make a complete fool of yourself going going in the Caribbean somewhere. Who are you? I have no idea who are you. What have you done with Greg Deeg? Who are you and what have you done with him? I can't believe you. It's like you're the one I should be challenging to dance off. I can beat you any day of the week. That's how I feel about you, Greg Deeg. And my last call out is Sidney Crybaby Crosby. Sidney Crybaby Crosby. Why? Let's look at it here. You had the audacity to complain about your series with the Boston Bruins, about how physical they are, and how it's not a finesse hockey style that you play like. Did you get any physical presence? You don't have any. Do you have any morals? I can't believe that you would say that, and then you don't even show up. You don't even score a goal or nothing. Sidney Crosby, you make me sick. You are pathetic and a waste. You're a disgrace. You're a disgrace to the hockey gods. And another one, not sports related, but I'm going to call him out anyway. It's Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, why? You're a disgrace. You're a despicable lunatic. You should be either put in jail or you should be put in a timeout. I doubt that will be the case because you're a spoiled, rich brat. You're a no good excuse for the music industry. You're no good. You are absolutely no good. You're pathetic. You're a waste. If I played you, I would steamroll you. Any day of the week. Well, that's all for me. That's all for this week. Now, if you please excuse me, I'm getting back to my training against Dennis James. Remember, I'm Sammy Taormina. I'll see you all next week on Between Taorminas.
Is this Between Taorminas or is this Sammy Taormina?
I guess it's Sammy Taormina.
Just put a camera in front of him and he's going to rant and rave for, how long was that, 15 minutes?
I guess. No, 7 minutes.
7 minutes?
Yeah.
Training's that important to him, huh?
I guess it is.
Yeah. How's he looking? Is he getting in shape?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? You live with him.
I know.
Has he been doing his push-ups?
I don't cover his dancing moves.
Is he eating healthy?
He's eating good.
Yeah? Yeah. Lean protein?
Oh, yeah.
You think he can win?
I think it might be interesting.
I hope he doesn't win.
Why?
Because then he'll have an even bigger ego.
Yeah, you're right.
And he'll just have the whole show. We'll be out of here. We'll be out of a job, you and I.
Yeah, it'll be Between Sammy.
And he'll probably direct it by himself.
Yeah.
And, oh, God. Yeah. All right. Well, anything else you want to say to get your piece in now that your brother took up all our time?
Congratulations, Nick Deeg, on getting drafted to the Detroit Tigers. Congratulations to Lake Orion Baseball and to the entire Deeg family.
All right. Great. Good enough. All right. Lake Orion, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.